Hello, welcome to look at the non-component game. The design tool is the final version of this game. Now, let's look at the rules of the game. It should have at least 2 players play the game at the same time. One of the players gives instructions to another one. Name this player Compre. When the Compre shows the cross symbol of his or her arms and gives a verbal instruction about body movements, other players should not take any action. For example, look at the first picture. If the Compre says jump and shows the cross symbol with his or her arms, other players should not take any action now. When the Compre shows the symbol of circle with his or her arms and gives a verbal instruction about body movements, other players need to make this action correctly. Let's see the picture. If the Compre says jump and make a symbol of circle with his or her arms, so the other players need to jump at once. When the Compre makes the specific body movement and gives a verbal instruction, imitate, other players need to exactly make the same specific action. For example, when the Compre raises his or her right arm and rests his or her left hand on his or her hips, the right arm and left hand of other players should do the same. When the Compre makes a specific body movement and gives a verbal instruction mirror, other players should mirror the specific actions. For example, when the Compre raises his or her right arm and rests his or her left hand on the hips, other players should raise their left arms and rest their right hands on their hips. As shown in the first picture, there is a special point that needs attention. When the Compre shows the cross symbol with his or her arms and gives a verbal instruction mirror or imitate, other players should not take any action. When the Compre shows the symbol of circle with his or her arms and gives a verbal instruction mirror or imitate, other players need to make this action correctly. After the Compre gives instructions and other players give responses, players can choose a new Compre for next turn. In the game, players who make right movement to respond are winners, and those who respond incorrectly are losers. Thank you for your watching.